After decades of testing and researching, I have finally found a forex trading strategy that consistently grows and makes money over time, growing my investment up to 2% per week with a cumulative growth of 80% per year. In this video, I will explain how I achieved this and how you can also get the same growth. Before I start, there are some things you must know. Firstly, and most importantly, CFD trading, or forex trading as it is more commonly known, is not for everyone. Trading CFDs are very risky, with 75% of all traders losing money. But if you are a glass half full kind of person like me, you will see that if 75% of them are losing, then 25% of them are either breaking even or actually making money. And I found a way to be one of that 25%. Secondly, you need to know that there are no guarantees of income or growth with CFD trading. This is not a savings account at a bank where you will earn a fixed amount of interest per month. You can lose money if you do it wrong or if you are really unlucky. But what a savings account cannot give you is the opportunity to double your money within a year or two. With higher risk comes higher rewards. And finally, you need to know that I'm not a financial advisor or a financial institution. I'm just a guy who managed to find a strategy that works, which I'm sharing with you. The only thing that I will tell you in this video is what I do to make money through trading and how I am managing it to achieve my optimal growth. What you decide to do is completely your own choice. At no point will I ask you to give me money, to subscribe to something, or to buy my books or my courses. There's nothing that frustrates me more than all those sales videos that hint towards giving you the ultimate trading solution or tool if you just subscribe to the program or buy a course or a book. Mostly because I've fallen for quite a few of them and tried them so many times and failed. All of them simply repackage trading techniques and strategies that you can simply Google and get for free. The reality is that none of them are actually making money by trading or using their strategies. So they have to resort to selling books or courses to make money. These days we have amazing technology available in the form of copy trading or social trading, which allows you to open an investment account with a registered financial institution or trading company and simply copy another strategy. This way you don't have to pay me anything. I never handle your money. You simply open an investment account with a trading company where my strategy is listed and follow my strategy. What makes it even better for you is that if the strategy loses money, I don't get paid. The only time I receive a small commission is when it makes actual profit. So there is an incentive for me to make sure that my strategy keeps on making profit. Have a look at my website at forex.appwizard.co.za. The biggest question on your mind at the moment is probably, if I am so successful, why am I making this knowledge available to others? Why don't I just keep it to myself and happily keep on making money on my own? I can follow the popular marketing line and lie to you by saying that I'm just such an amazing person, that I've made so much money for myself and I want to share it with others. But the truth is, I'm doing this to make even more money. With only my own money, I am limited to the amount of money I can make. But if I additionally earn a small commission from everyone else who are also following my strategy, I can grow my money much faster. In financial terms, this is called leverage, where your overall growth is accelerated because you are not just using your own money to invest, but you are also benefiting from other people's investments. In the last couple of decades, I've tried almost every possible strategy you are taught in almost every trading course out there. I've read many trading strategy books and have personally spent over 1,000 hours in testing possible trading strategies. In the process, I have traded tens of thousands of dollars and eventually lost most of it. But I was determined not to give up. There are real people out there that are actually making money with trading, so there had to be a strategy that works. And I found it in November of 2023. In my strategy, I only trade on the gold US dollar CFD chart. With CFDs, you never actually buy gold, but buy a certificate for difference. A financial institution or trading company takes my trade and in theory hedge themselves by actually buying gold. They make their money on the spread, which is the difference between the buying and selling price of the commodity. Because only 25% of CFD trades are actually profitable, most trading companies don't even bother to buy the actual gold, but simply pays the person winning his trade from the losses of the people losing trades, thereby increasing their profit. After extensive testing, I found that gold is stable and moves slow enough that it is not as susceptible to market mood swings like you find in normal forex currency pairs. The movements are also significant enough that I don't need to make hundreds of small risky trades to eventually make a big profit. With every trade, you have a 50% chance of losing. To manage this risk, I only do a single trade every day. I enter the market early enough in the trading day to get a feel for the trend of the day, but also not too late when the big market players influence the market so that you can no longer see any clear direction. Through hours and hours of research, I have found a way to predict if the price will go up or down within the next 24 hours with reasonable accuracy. Fortunately for my strategy, I don't need to have a very high success rate. It is more important that the prediction algorithm I use has a small chance of losing too many times consecutively than it is to have a better chance of winning. Statistically, you have a 50% chance of a winning trade every time you trade, and that is sufficient. One of the big mistakes that many traders make is to try to make money too quickly, because if you are wrong, you lose your money just as quickly. That is why I only try to make 0.7% per trade I enter, not more. With this strategy, if 50% of my trades are winning trades, I can make about 8% every month, which is the same amount of money you make from a good investment at the bank over a period of a full year. Most of you will immediately point out my mathematical error in this reasoning. If I make 0.7% if I win, then I will at least lose 0.7% when I don't win. So if only 50% of my trades win, I will make nothing because all the wins will be negated by all the losses. Further to this, I will probably lose money because I have to pay the spread between the buying and the selling price. So I will always lose a fraction more than what I win. To address this, I double every trade after the previous losing trade. If that trade wins, it will recover all the losses and make that day's profit. That means that if 50% of my trades win, I keep the winnings, but I also recover any losses. But anyone that might have tried this strategy before will immediately see the problem that occurs when you lose too many trades in a row. Within just a few trades, you lose all your money and close your account. This is why I only make a 0.7% profit on a trade. If I start too big, I don't have any movement room when a couple of trades lose immediately after each other. That is also why I chose a trading strategy that might not give me such a high win ratio, but rather have a small chance of losing too many times in a row. From painful and costly experience, I have learned that it is much better to make less money monthly forever than to make a lot of money this month and lose everything again next month. I record every trade. Data is key. So you can follow my actual growth on my website at forex.appwizard.co.za. Close to the top, you will see the actual weekly performance for the last couple of weeks. But at the bottom, you'll see a table showing all the numbers from the beginning. When I started in November 2023, my risk profile was set way too high, which caused me to lose money in the beginning of 2024. I tried to make too much money too quickly, a big mistake. After learning my costly lesson once again, I reduced my risk by dropping my growth per trade to 0.7% and reset my account. To make sure that I don't lose all the trading data I have accumulated since the beginning of November 2023, I adjusted my actual trading results to the more conservative trading values and growth. This didn't affect the winning and losing of trades. It only would have allowed my account to remain open with more consecutive losses. When you look at the table on my website, forex.appwizard.co.za, the data shows the actual trades, but the data for the November 2023 to the first half of 2024 is adjusted to the more conservative growth. Since the second half of January 2024, what you see is the actual trades with the actual growth. With my strategy to reach 8% per month, I need to make 2% growth per week. I know I can reach this theoretically in an ideal world, but now, 36 weeks after I started when I'm making this video, my weekly average is just over 1.6% per week, which is not bad at all. When I originally built the website, I would have been satisfied with a conservative average weekly growth of 1.2%. But the strategy has clearly exceeded my conservative expectations. On my website, forex.appwizard.co.za, on the table at the bottom to the right, you can follow my actual trading growth. On the 1st of March 2024, I was satisfied that the trading account is growing, and I had to make sure that the account can actually achieve the growth using copy trading. I opened an investment trading account and added a small amount to it, and then copied my own trading strategy, exactly like everyone else would. I even have to pay the commission on my profit. Here is a screenshot of my investment account. I started with a small amount in March, but increased my deposited amount in April when I proved to myself that it is working. As you can see in the screenshot, over the 4 months I have already made $517 profit, and my balance is just over $2,200. This shows my actual growth in real money after paying my commission of about 30% over the 4 months. If it keeps the same growth, I will make 90% growth for the first year. Not bad at all for an overly conservative trading strategy. If you look at the screenshot of my actual trading account, which people can follow through the copy trading, which I reset in mid-January 2024, you can see by looking at the chart how the account consistently grew over the last 6 months. You can also see where it hit 3 or 4 consecutive losses, showing a big drop, but the secret is not to panic at this point and allow the strategy to recover itself, which you can clearly see it did every single time. If I start my account with $1,000 and I make 1.2% or $12 every week for the 52 weeks of the year, I will make a total of $624 or 62.4% for the year. This is much more than the 6 to 12% per year you can make from a very good bank investment plan. But there is a way to make even more money, and this is called compounding. This means that you don't just make $12 per week because you always have $1,000 in your account, but rather add the growth to your account to increase your investment. For week 1, I make $12 on my $1,000 account, but I add the $12 to my account for week 2. So now I make 1.2% on $1,012, not just on $1,000, which gives me $12.15. This might seem small initially, but it adds up very quickly over time. If you again look at the website forex.appwizard.co.za, at the table on the bottom of the website, you will see the projected calculation using 1.2% growth every week for 52 weeks in the left 3 columns. The resultant growth after a year is no longer $624, but it is actually $859. So by just using the principle of compounding, by adding my growth in and reinvesting that amount instead of just the original $1,000, I increase my growth from 62% per year to 85% per year. This might sound very technical, but it is very easy to do. After every couple of wins, you simply add your profit to the amount you are investing in the strategy, and you immediately earn larger growth for the next trade that wins. This works for my account in real time. So if you open an investment account and link it to my strategy, you will earn exactly the same. To get started, go to my website forex.appwizard.co.za, scroll down to the Get Started area, and click on the link to get to the trading company where my strategy is listed. Looking at this amazing growth, nobody will fault you for wanting to take all your savings or even go as far as taking part of your salary or taking out a loan and investing it in this plan to make more money. If I can give you some sage advice that comes from having lost way too much money, never ever do that. No matter how good the trading strategy is, there is always the risk that you will lose everything. Never invest more than what you are prepared to lose completely. Never invest money that you're going to need in the next couple of months. Everyone must decide for themselves how much risk they are prepared to take. But let me tell you what my strategy is to diversify my risk. I never have more than a quarter, so 25% of my savings in this investment plan at any given time. This makes sure that if the worst happens and I lose all my money here, I haven't lost more than a quarter of my money. Because the strategy gives me much better profits than any other investment or savings account I have, this trading account quickly grows to become more than 25% of my total savings. When this happens, I withdraw a portion of the account balance to get it below 25% again and add the amount I've withdrawn to my other investment or savings accounts. By following this strategy, I achieve 2 things. Firstly, I ensure that my risk isn't too great, but secondly, I'm reducing the risk of losing any money at all, even if I lose everything in my trading account. Let's say I deposit $1,000 $1,000 into my account, and over the next year and a half I withdrew $1,000 of profit. I have now taken out my original $1,000, and the only money left in my account is my profit. So even if I lose it all, I effectively have lost nothing because I still have the original $1,000 that I invested. Now that you know how I am able to make consistent money using this trading strategy, you can do it too. Just follow the Get Started link on my website at forex.appwizard.co.za and open your investment account. You can start with as little as $50. As I said before, this isn't for everyone. But after watching this video, if you can think of somebody else that you believe might benefit from this, please forward this video to them. You never know, this might just be the strategy they are looking for. Thank you for watching.